Hello again. In this video I'm going to show you how to use the PHD2 Static Polar Alignment tool, or SPA. Specifically, it covers the use of SPA to polar align your mount accurately using the manual slew mode. To do this, you need to be able to see the region around a celestial pole, and your mount should be fairly well polar aligned already using the Polar Drift Alignment tool. And you should have performed a calibration with your camera. You'll need a camera that is supported in PHD2 and has a reasonable field of view. A guide camera through an off-axis guider is usually not suitable, but an imaging camera could be used if PHD2 supports it. To start out, we launch PHD2 and connect it to a defined profile. In this example, we're connecting both the camera and the mount. Having the correct focal length is important for calculating and reporting the alignment error accurately in arc minutes, so check that it is entered correctly. You can then start the camera looping with an exposure of about 1 second. This will make it easier to make the mount adjustments later. You might need to adjust the camera gain and or binning to get a good frame rate. Adjust the screen brightness so you can see the stars clearly. You'll need that when it comes to making adjustments later. Make sure the mount is unparked and tracking at sidereal rate, and make sure the scope is pointing near the celestial pole, which means a declination of close to 90 degrees. Start the Static Polar Alignment tool from the Tools menu. The SPA window pops up, and if you've got a computer-connected mount, the hemisphere is automatically selected. Compare the star map to the main display. The stars should match up. If the star map is 180 degrees rotated from the main display, then tick the Flip Camera checkbox. If the star map is offset from the main display, you can double-click any point on the star map to center it. In that way, you can pan the star map. It will always show a red line as a wayfinder back to the pole. You can alter the hour angle to rotate the star map so it matches the main display better. If you are pointing at a part of the sky away from the pole, you can click the greater than button beside a reference star to center it. Tick the manual slew checkbox. Select a reference star on the main display. Identify the reference star on the star map and select it from the drop-down list of reference stars. This can be changed at any time. Record the position of the reference star by clicking the button that says Get First Position. Use your mount control application to slew the mount slowly west. If you are close to the pole, you might be able to see the reference star describe an arc. Slew until the search area is well clear of the previous position. Record the position of the reference star by clicking the button that says Get Second Position. Slew west again, and when done, record the position of the reference star by clicking the button that says Get Third Position. The main display will show an overlay of the possible reference stars and their orbits around the pole. A magenta orbit shows the arc traced by the guide star. A green orbit shows the arc that should be traced by the reference star. It will hopefully be close to the magenta orbit. A green hole shows where the reference star ought to be, and it will hopefully be near the guide star. Yellow orbits correspond to the other possible reference stars, and yellow holes show where those stars ought to be. A grey line shows the overall adjustment from the selected reference star to its target position. A red line shows the required altitude adjustment, and a blue line shows the required azimuth adjustment. If the display and star positions don't match up fairly well, check again to see if the star map needs to be flipped. For greatest accuracy, fine-tune the hour angle value so that all the visible reference stars have the same offset from their holes in both distance and direction. As you alter the hour angle, you will see the orbits rotate and the adjustment lines change. If the overlay is getting in the way, you can turn off the orbits by unticking Show Orbits. Now you can adjust your mount's azimuth and altitude to place the reference star into its green hole. You will get maximum accuracy by placing other stars into their yellow holes at the same time. A magnifier tool can be used to zoom into the display and place the stars accurately.